Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Carolina Panthers. Pulls it in at the 13. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
At the 36-yard line.
On play action, it's Wentz. Connection made with Chenault. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance. You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
First down, going to the air with Love. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll give them a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
He was
calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll get nothing out of that one. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. On on third down. Love. And that is incomplete.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on third down. And third down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a fourth down.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 54-yard punt, 14 on the return, nets him 40. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Working from the gun, Wentz. Going deep for Diggs. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And he's got the 1st down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. From midfield, here's Wentz. Steps away to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
Enough to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. The Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Running with Kamara. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Kamara, the ball carrier. He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Love. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Taken down back at the 23-yard line.
Here we go, set, 10 black, 54, come on, 54 is mine,
Love from the gun. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and they're going to face a third down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
And 1.
Now it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try.
Field goal, a 28-yard attempt.
And this has no chance. It's no good. Well wide to the left, and this will remain a scoreless game. So we would have figured that one to be 3 points in the bank, but this game, can be unpredictable at times.
Yeah, he knew he needed to pull it ever so slightly to get it going in the right direction, but he seemed to put a little too much on it, and from short range, that is a bad miss for an NFL kicker.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet first down.
First down, Jets.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Oh, he stays up, but in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Cameron Hayward never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. And he's going to go down again. Christian Jones. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks.
Third down.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion. What you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pickup there, 21 yards. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, but it's going to be second down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again, Love. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz. This is Chenault on the receiving end. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Kevin King, the former Washington Husky, there defensively.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now this is fielded in the end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. 0-0 is our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, after a rare scoreless first half, these teams now just looking for something as the second half gets underway. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight, maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the third quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. It's the former number 4 overall pick, Cleveland Ferrell, that got in there to bring him down. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's got his man, Boyd. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow them to convert a 3rd and 18. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards. Those last 2 plays seemed like they picked an excellent time there, Charles, to go with the draw play.
They certainly did. Caught him a little over-eager trying to get into the backfield and get to the quarterback. They used their speed and their aggressiveness against them, didn't they?
And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Working out of the gun. Love. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
When you run into slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available. And incompletion as a result.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
There on the tackle, Shaq Lawson.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
4-yard line.
Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. Love looking to throw it. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Hassan Reddick leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
At the Jets' 10-yard line.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Kamara on 4th and goal, unable to get in. And the Jets are going to get the football back. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Jets. And even 70 yards on the pickup.
1st down, New York.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Wentz. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Kevin King, the former Washington Husky, there defensively.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Pass rusher extraordinaire, D. Ford that time, getting the sack.
3rd and long.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Space to run past the 20. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action.
With the score all tied.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And now they have taken a 4th quarter lead. So we have a score to report after all. How about this?
Whoa. Stop the press. Yeah, I know. I just broke broadcasting 101. I cut in on my play-by-play guy. But think about it this way. Marvin, our crack researcher, just handed us a note. We haven't had a scoreless tie in the NFL since 1943. 43.
And we will not have history here in this one, partner. Our first points of the game come in the 4th quarter.
I don't think that either one of us saw this game unfolding this way when it all began.
No, absolutely not. But, hey, now it's still just a 1-score game, so don't go anywhere. A lot more to play for.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Jordan Love ready on 1st down here. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play there for Carolina. 43 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, Love. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Gets it quickly to Galladay. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They run. It's Kamara. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth. Remember, that was fourth and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and fourth and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
The ball carrier.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. Going deep for Diggs. It got his man complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line.
Ball carrier.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Panthers' 31-yard line.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Connection made with Chenault. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 14. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Wentz. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the Jets are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Right back to him for 10 more and a first. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Darren Waller, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
At the 20.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Love. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
From the gun, Love. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Panthers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Love. He's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Cleveland Farrell in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup. Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And they take a knee. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough, but yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, you guys were nails out there.
So for the Jets, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to New England to take on the Patriots. Meanwhile, for Carolina, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.